up, everybody? It's that time, AH Live, and wow, I had so much fun looking back through the last 8 months of incredible performances and episodes, and I cannot wait to share some of the highlights with you tonight. I'm talking about duets with myself along with Dave Koz, Marcus Anderson, Julian Vaughn, Lindsey Webster, Chieli Minucci. The list goes on and on. There were so many, we couldn't fit it all in today. So we're coming back next week with part 2. And wow, I cannot wait to share it with you. We're going to get right to it. Just real quick, want to remind you guys, make sure you click share. We want to spread the love, spread the good vibes. We're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Facebook, Adam Holly Artist Page. If you haven't already, make sure you follow my artist page, because not only are we here every week, but have a lot of other great content as well. And the final announcement I'll make, if you want to support the show, you know the drill. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. But I have a new link that you can click on in the description. Check that out. I made it real easy for you to get to those spots and also to get to my online store and grab my vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, etc. So check out that link at some point during the episode or when we get done. It's foundy. ... So appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and we're going to get straight to the music. Hope you enjoy Year in Review Part 1 of AH Live. All right, we are going to go all the way back to episode 4 featuring the one and only Marcus Anderson. And wow, how far we've come. This is pre the DSLR cameras. This is from the old studio, but the music is heartfelt. This is a track off of my new album. It's called Can't Stop. All right, next up we go all the way to New York City for a guitar duel with the one and only Chieli Minucci, and we've known him for years with his amazing group, Special Effects. This is a track called Cruise Control. guys were with us early on, you remember we had an amazing two-part segment with Lindsey Webster with a full band. This features Eric Valentine, Keith Slattery, Daryl Williams, and this is Lindsey's song, Love Inside.
Take a moment to count your blessings, yeah, and you will find what you already know. It's the same thing we all seem to miss. One thing, yeah, we found hard to express. Oh, remember, you got all the love that you need inside. Let it just go and take the ride. There will be new possibilities. Open up your heart when you listen. You got all the love that you need inside. Let it just go and take the ride. Open up your heart and you will see that you got it. Don't you know that you got it, babe? All the love. You got all the love that you need inside. You got all the love that you need inside. Let it just flow and take the ride. There will be new possibilities. Open up your heart and you will see that you got it.
Well, we had a lot of fun with this next individual, fantastic tenor saxophonist Steve Cole, and it was a track of his, little groovy little tune called Toronto. Well, the one and only Mindi Abair came through AH Live and delivered such a heartfelt performance. 2020 has been challenging for all of us, and I think we needed this song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. myth, the legend, the one and only Dave Koz was nice enough to drop in, and we reenacted a song that first came out on my second album. It was called Just Dance, and we were fortunate this went all the way to #1 back in 2019. I hope you enjoy. Oh, yes. And this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Year in Review Part 1. Wasn't that so much fun? 6 songs back to back to back of some of the highlights of the duets we've had here on AH Live. So much fun. I've got one more for you after I bring in my lovely wife, Kat. And then, as I said, we got another 7 for you next week on Year in Review Part 2. But let's get right to it. I know what you guys are ready for. It's the Cat Cam. Let's bring her in. There she is.
Hi.
My lovely wife. How are you doing today, Kat?
I'm doing really, really well. How are you?
I'm good, and you look gorgeous. You have kind of a New Year's Eve vibe, even though it's New Year's Eve.
Yes.
But
it is New Year's Eve because I'm not dressing up tomorrow in the house.
You're not?
Or doing my makeup. No.
Okay. So tonight will suffice.
Tonight is the night. Right. Tomorrow I will be in my workout pants that I won't be working out in.
Okay.
And my robe.
Right. Exactly. Hey, you know. But what did you think of our walk down memory lane of the last 8 months of AH Live? Man, it really brought back some great memories, especially going all the way back to, Marcus was episode 4, all the way back in April. Mm-hmm. And we've come a long way. We got some better cameras. We got some better lighting.
Yeah. And he was on epised 4.
Yeah.
But wasn't he your first guest?
He was. He was the
yeah.
first guest. The first 3 episodes, it was you and I collaborating. And then I quickly realized that there's not going to be any touring coming up anytime soon. So I was like, you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's have some of my buddies come through. And wow, now we're at episode 39, and it's just been so much fun collaborating with all these incredible artists. So it's been a blast.
Well, it was a blast, and I have to say, watching the Marcus episode had me dancing from the jump because I love that song.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite songs of yours.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to say that. Yeah, that's Can't Stop. That's off the new album, Escape.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a fun tune. Marcus did his thing on that.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And even though it is kind of a lengthy song, I sometimes feel like it's not long enough because you're like just in it.
You heard it there, folks. She can't get enough of that song. I've got it on tape. So next time she tries to hit skip.
Well, I wouldn't skip that song.
Okay, all right.
Okay, yes. And then when you got to Chieli Minucci,
the guitar duel.
Everyone was like, this dude can play. Everyone loves Chieli.
Oh, Chieli's incredible and such a storied history. If I remember correctly, I think he's coming up on 3 decades with special effects. And so yeah, that was a blast. Cruise Control was that tune.
Yes, Cruise Control.
Yep.
And who did we have next? Oh, we had Lindsey when you guys did the live show.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it was live, but you guys
virtually live.
Virtually live, and it was the whole band. But of course, it was edited together.
Yeah, Daryl Williams, Eric Valentine, Keith Slattery, and Lindsey just totally killed it as always. And that was a lot of fun putting that concert together. So that was good memories as well.
So many people loved that, and of course, everyone was commenting saying she can blow.
Oh yeah.
Some people were saying, "Hey, Daryl," because we have a lot of fans of Daryl as well that watch you.
I mean, he was nice enough to drop in and play bass on that episode, but he is an incredible solo artist. Make sure you check him out. I know he's got a new project coming out in 2021. So, go Daryl. And Eric, too. Eric had Song of the Year a couple years ago off of his Velvet Group album. So, everyone's doing their own thing.
Yeah. And then after Lindsey, we saw you and Steve Cole.
Yeah, Toronto.
Yeah, Steve Cole was awesome. And when we were watching the playback, Adam was like, that boy good.
It was funny, too. Edgar Correa, he said, what's the name of the song? And then about 80 of us all responded at the same time, Toronto. So then the whole chat was just Toronto, 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 Toronto.
I know, I saw that, but I didn't see Edgar's question. So I was like, why are people saying Toronto?
They're just shout out Toronto.
Right?
Beautiful
city,
though.
And then we had Mindi Abair with the beautiful Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which so many people loved. Even when you had aired that show live, so many people loved you guys' collaboration on that.
And that was only a few weeks ago, but I wanted to include it because, of course, Mindy is incredible, but also it was just the sentiment of that song is something we all need. I know we're all looking forward to 2021 and hopefully getting some of these troubles behind us. So I thought it was apropos to include that performance, and she killed it. So
nice, yeah. And then, of course, our dude Dave killed it.
DK in the house, and Dave always delivers. I remember reaching out to him, and I was like, oh man, is there any way you'll play on my album? This was my second album, and I think I reached out to him probably around 2017, and he said yes. And then, the performance turned out great, and then it ended up becoming a single. And as I mentioned, we were in Japan at the time, and when we found out that it had gone #1, and so that was so much fun to revisit that. And then I ended up playing that song on the Summer Horns tour all of 2019 as well. So really appreciate Dave. He's always there, always been supportive of me from the beginning, and it was fun to rock out on that one.
Yeah, and Dave, he's just such a nice guy, which I'm sure so many people can say the same thing. Yeah. He's so personable, and I'm sure a lot of people have gotten the opportunity to meet and talk with him if you've ever been on his cruises. And he's just really special, a good friend to our family. He's so generous, and he's generous as every time they go out, like if you're with him, he always sends home a gift via Adam to Adam Jr.
He does,
so it's really, really sweet. And then Adam Jr., is always happy and excited.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
So it's really sweet. He always thinks of others. He has a really big heart.
Yeah. So, wow, I was, I have to admit, ladies and gentlemen, I was tearing up a little bit looking through all those performances because there's so many good memories, and just thinking back, just over, it's a lot of work I put in each week. It's at least about 10 hours of pre-production each week, getting ready for the episodes, and doing the interviews and whatnot. So I was just thinking back on just some great memories, and really enjoying seeing the transformation of the show over time too. I mean, as much fun as we had with Marcus, it's pretty cool to see where we are now in the new studio, and got the cameras and lighting. And in fact, this week, or last week I should say, right before we started the episode, one of Kat's lights went down, but we persevered. You made it with one light, Kat. I don't know how you did it, but you made it. And so this week I ordered some more. So now we've got full lighting on both of us.
We do, yes.
Trying to do a little something over here on AH Live. So yeah, but appreciate you guys. So many great comments in there, and really
and if
fun
you
looking
guys
back
have
at that.
any questions for Ask Adam, type away right now.
I saw a couple come in already. Robert Crutcher.
Continue to go through our chats and our comments.
Yeah.
So we do have shout outs.
Okay.
Because we know everyone loves to shout out where they're watching from.
What do we got?
I love it too.
Let us know, Kat.
So we have Beverly Richardson watching from Chandler, Arizona.
All right.
Ellen Nakata Harper in Sacramento.
Yeah.
Robert Crutcher in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Edgar Correa, he said he's watching from work in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Thank you, Edgar, because you've been watching from work for a few weeks straight here. More than a few, I should say.
Yeah.
Roy Stone, he's watching from the Bay Area, Castro Valley.
All right.
Who else? Oh, and we have a few shout outs for anniversaries and birthdays. So we have Aaron Hall. It's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Aaron.
Out in Georgia.
ATL. Well, she's outside of ATL. But
yeah.
Georgia.
In her new country house.
Yep.
And then we have Althea McMillan. It's also your birthday. Happy birthday, Althea. And who else do we have? We have anniversaries, two anniversaries. Leon Lee and Willie Lee.
Yes.
They are sending love from the Biltmore Estates in Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay, all right.
And she and Willie Lee are celebrating 40 years of togetherness.
40 years.
That is amazing. Happy Annie. And then we also have Charles and Linda Dickinson.
Yes.
She says they are 32 years strong.
Wow, incredible.
And keep on going. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we have 40 years and then 32 years. That's
so
amazing.
We're at 12 and a half, so we got a little ways to go, Kat.
Yeah. And I must say, we were talking to our neighbors.
Yeah.
Of course, like on our lawns with our masks. And he had said, how long have you guys been together? And I think Adam was going to let me answer, but I was going to let Adam answer. So there was a few seconds of silence.
Yeah.
And we're looking at each other. And then our neighbors probably thought we were crazy. And then I was like, well, I don't even really remember.
Yeah. It was funny.
But have you ever, like, someone asked you a question and you've been caught off guard and you're just like,
Totally. But yeah, so in case you're wondering out there, we've been together 15 and a half years, coming up on 16, and then married 12 and a half, coming up on 13. So So yeah, you know, we got a little ways though before we hit 32 and 40.
Right.
So congratulations
Michael
to
Brown,
both of you.
Congratulations, you guys, and happy birthday to all the birthday peeps out there.
Alfie and Aaron.
Michael Brown says only 12, but you've got what it takes.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
And I forgot to say this. So many people were commenting on the different phases of your hair through the videos.
That was the other funny thing, yeah. You know, especially that Marcus episode. I had a real short. You know, I had just had a haircut maybe a month earlier, and then, ladies and gentlemen, this is all natural. This is what happens when you don't have a haircut since February. So yeah, it's been growing over time.
So much. And then we of course have so many people that are just saying thank you for sticking with it this whole entire year with your live show. So many people are saying thank you for the Marathon of Music. Thank you for sharing your talents with us this year. I know Juanita Canley says, Adam, thank you for all of the music, pleasure, and love you've shown us all through this difficult year.
Oh, thank you so
Teresa Babber says, you have done an amazing job with this show. Thank you, with a whole lot of blue hearts.
Oh.
And just so many people are saying thank you and that the show is amazing.
I appreciate you guys. You guys are the ones that are keeping it going, tuning in every week, supporting us. We really appreciate it. And, you know, as I mentioned a few times throughout the history of AH Live, you know, the impetus was that I had a new album out and was supposed to be on the road. And then everything shut down, and I was like, gosh, you know, put so much time, 2 full years into making this album, and I just didn't want it to dwindle. So I started doing these Facebook Live shows, but then it just metamorphosized into just a whole other thing of having guests come in and then interacting with all of you guys. So big thanks. Appreciate you all for making this what it is. It's really all about you, and I really love getting the comments from you guys, getting the suggestions. You guys reaching out, asking for different tunes for us to do, different guests to come on. So it's really a labor of love and reciprocal. And you know, I appreciate you guys looking forward to it. We look forward to it too. You know, it's our weekly hang with you guys. We miss seeing you on the road. And so yeah, we're gonna keep going until we can get back on the road. So you know, we're definitely keeping it going through January and February, no question, and got some great guests coming up in January, which I'll let you guys know as well.
Awesome. I think I saw some of our friends watching.
Okay.
I saw Laura Reinhardt popped in.
Oh, what's up, Laura?
Hi, Laura.
And Ron. Ron is the keyboardist extraordinaire who's been with Richard Elliott forever, and then also Peter White and so many other incredible artists. So what's up, Ron and Laura? Hope you guys are doing well.
And then we have, here's Joy Wallace. Hi, Joy.
Okay, what's up, Joy? How you doing?
A lot of people are popping in right now, or I don't know if I can just see them soon. But did you want to go to Ask Adam, or did you have...
Well, let's do the pictures.
Okay.
And then that'll give people a few more minutes to put in some questions. So we have some pictures to share with you guys of what we've been up to for the last week. Everyone was asking, you know, what are you up to for Christmas? How's it going with the house? So we're making some progress, but we're going to start off with what we're up to for the holidays. We went to, well, you describe it, Kat, because you're the one that signed us up for it and had us drive 70 miles to go see it. So, but it was great.
70?
It was 70.
Oh, yeah, because it was in the valley,
Right.
which is like far even from downtown LA.
Yep.
But okay, so this was a drive-through light show.
Yes.
So it basically was like a parking lot and then some of a mall that they just dedicated to like a Christmas town, and then things that you could drive through in the car. And it was like spectacular. This was just kind of like the opening that we went through, and they had music playing and people dancing and on roller skates, and it just was really fun. A really amazing, safe way to do stuff with the family.
Definitely.
And
it was like, for what I could tell, it was a winter wonderland. Normally you would walk around and interact.
Yeah.
But since it's COVID, you know, it was a drive thing that you stayed in your car. But it was so much fun.
It was so fun.
Really got us in the mood for the holidays for sure. And speaking of getting in the mood, a big part of the holidays for us too is the food. And so the next several pictures are kind of giving you ideas. So one of our favorite restaurants is Mozza, in Hollywood, and it's a fantastic Italian restaurant and pizzeria. And so we went down there and picked up some goodies. Here's the storefront, as you could see, and you walk up and you can put in your orders. Here's us with the gentleman that was helping us out and got us straight.
And this is, I know people are watching from all over the world and all over the U.S. And so things are a little bit different in each place, but this pretty much sums up how it is in California, especially the more congested city areas of Southern California and Northern California. So all of our eateries basically look like this. So we can't enter. We just walk up to the door, and they basically have made it like a walk-up counter. And if you put in an order, you know, you just pick it up that way, or you can just walk up and put in your order and take it. So this is like our new normal. We just walk up to our to our places and get our food.
And one of the things we picked up here was a pizza pie. This is a Napoli style.
Yes.
And this is a margarita pizza. Very simple ingredients, just crust, sauce, mozzarella cheese, and then a little bit of basil on top. Oh my goodness. This is
basically
incredible.
like what we do at home with our pizza oven.
That's right.
So
that's right. And I think we have some more items here. Oh, this is I think you made this. This is some steak that we had over the holidays.
So
right?
this is I made the boys some top sirloin for Christmas Eve.
It was good. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I worked that out.
And then we also had a charcuterie board.
Yes, I've got that up, and oh my goodness. Woo! I think I ate 2/3 of this myself.
I know.
So we had all sorts of stuff in here. I know we had the fig jam on the cheese.
Fig jam, and then fresh fig,
the prosciutto,
and then there's
salami.
like truffle cheese, goat cheese, different fruits like berries and blackberries, and then of course nuts, and then bread, crackers, pita chips, hummus, olive tapenade.
Oh,
the works.
We worked it out. And then here is our spread from one of our favorite restaurants,
Little Flower in
Pasadena. And so this was some of the items we got for what did we have? Did we have this on Christmas Day?
So there's a quiche for Christmas morning. It was a potato quiche with cheese. And then, of course, I made Adam Jr. his crepes. He loves crepes, and I really only make them on Christmas. So I made him that. We had bake-at-home biscuits, bake-at-home chocolate chip cookies, some almond croissants, and then
those croissants are crazy.
Olive oil cake, ginger molasses cookies. And then for dinner, there was the prime rib, and then potatoes au gratin with some horseradish sauce, and then cranberry sauce.
Yeah, it was real.
Amazing.
It was real, ladies and gentlemen. I went back for fourths.
So the boys and Grammy had the prime rib. I made myself some salmon to go with it.
So good. And then, okay, here we're getting into the gifts. So here, I'll switch back so I can talk to you guys for a second.
Okay.
So, you know, traveling is such a big part of what we do, and as I mentioned before, we miss seeing you guys. We also miss going to destinations and just trying the the local flavors and whatnot. And so I wanted to bring that to my lovely wife and just try to bring a little bit of our travels home. So what I got for her was, first of all, some pastries from Hawaii. And also, one of our favorite things in Hawaii is the macadamia pancakes with the coconut syrup. So I got some of those items, and these pastries here on the left
they're
are actually
macelladas.
they're actually flown in from Hawaii, so they were the real deal. And so we had that and some macadamia pancakes, and then this tea here down is from Singapore, which is a destination we went to about a year ago. Shout out to Daniel Chia and his lovely wife Pyson. And so I got her some tea all the way from Singapore as well. So just tried to bring some of our travels home.
And tea, I drink tea almost every day. So
yeah.
I love tea. And so this gift really, it really made me cry because it was so thoughtful. And then it really just made me feel like I was back in Hawaii, which is like one of our favorite places, and then Singapore. And then I felt silly because I was like, there's people that, you know, are losing their homes or can't have their next meal, and I'm missing a destination. But everybody's experienced this year in a different way. and that, you know, like our normalcy, it just feels really weird. And I didn't realize I could miss a place other than home so much.
Yeah. No.
And I'll like scroll through my phone and look at photos, and I'm just crying.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then let's see. Oh, this is the rest of the gift, the rest of the tea that I got her. And what are these things I got you? I forget what they're called for the.
They're steepers.
Steepers, because this is loose leaf tea.
Yeah. So when you have loose leaf tea, you put the you have like a little scooper, and you scoop the loose leaf inside the streamer or steeper, and then you let it steep in your hot cup.
I sampled it today. It was amazing. And I also got her a collection of different flavors of honey. Mm-hmm. And what do we have today? The clover honey.
We have the clover honey.
So we've been working it out, ladies and gentlemen.
So Adam knows me very well.
So next up, our son, Adam Jr., on Christmas Day wanted to catch me in La La Land. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I was in La La Land. You see me there right next over Ryan Gosling's shoulder. So this was another thing we did on Christmas Day, was watching a bunch of movies. And La La Land was one of them.
He goes, Dad, I want to see you.
And then finally, just in the last couple of days, we had some snow, ladies and gentlemen. So this here is the front drive into our community, and you can see the mountains up there above the San Bernardino Mountains. And we got some snow, so I thought we'd share a few views with you guys from the neighborhood. Here's another one, and then we've got one final one here. And this is up a few blocks north of where we live, and you can see the mountains there over the houses. So just really beautiful right now in Southern California.
Yeah.
And we had an incredible holiday season. We hope you guys did too as well. And hope you all have a great New Year. You know, it's going to be pretty chill here. Usually we're performing or doing something, but we'll be here at the crib counting down, probably as many of you will as well.
Barbara Peterson Stoney, she says, honey for your honey.
There you go. There you go. I like
That's so
it.
Cute.
I like it. Well, honey, we got time. Let's do 2 questions for Ask Adam. Because we're running over, but we will make sure to log your questions and answer them next week. But give me 2 real quick that we can check out before we get to the last performance.
So this is from Robert Crutcher.
Okay.
And he said that he's seen every AH Live episode.
Wow.
So that's amazing.
Okay. Thank you, Robert.
And he says, Adam, are your parents musicians?
They are not, and people ask me this all the time because I'm so musical. I play a lot of different instruments, and obviously I'm producing and in the studio all the time, but it's just something I was interested in. I came across my parents' record collection, and that's what got me inspired to pick up the guitar. But they don't really listen to music, they don't sing, they don't play, they just happen to have some records laying around, and I got into them as a kid. But they were so supportive from the beginning, taking me to music lessons, and they did ask me, so you want to go to college for music, you know? And but fortunately, they were supportive and let me come down to Los Angeles, go to USC, and the rest is history. So so the answer is no, but they get the assist on my career for sure.
Okay, Nancy Stack. Just only one more. Nancy Stack says, how are you guys spending your New Year's Eve?
Well, I answered that, so we're just hanging out at the house. We're gonna little Adam actually already scheduled it. He said we're gonna order a pizza, put some movies on, and play some board games.
Yeah.
So Adam Jr. has the itinerary, and let's do one more question. One more.
Okay. This is from Rob Goldsmith.
Yep.
He says, what model PRS guitar are you playing?
Oh, okay. So it is a Hollow Body 2, and shout out to PRS, Paul Reed Smith. They're out of Maryland, and they've been supportive of my career since 2012. I got connected with them when I was with Jennifer Lopez, and that is one of the guitars I played on the Jennifer Lopez tour, the Dance Again tour. We were out for 8 months. We did 5 continents, and I've been playing PRS ever since. So shout out to them. They did a big write-up when my most recent song went to #1 on their website. So appreciate those guys, Win and Bev over at PRS. Like I said, been with them 8 years now. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for your Ask Adam questions. I have some retaining ones, so we'll get to them next week.
We will check them out when we do Year in Review Part 2. Thanks so much, honey.
Thank you.
We will see you next week.
Bye.
All right. And as I mentioned, we have a fantastic episode next Wednesday. Year in Review Part 2. don't miss it. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, January 6th. And we've got some incredible performances from Rick Braun. We've got Jasmine Gent and Jeff Ryan. We're going to play my song that was Song of the Year for 2020. Like I said, another 7 incredible performances next week. So don't miss it. And quick reminder, one more time, if you want to help out the show, just click that link in the description, Foundy, and you can get to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and you can also get to my online store and get all of my records, t-shirts, etc. As I mentioned, we've got one more song to take us out, and it features the one and only Julian Vaughn with another song I had the good fortune of going #1 for 4 weeks. Yes, I'm talking about Traveling Mood. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Julian Vaughn. Don't forget, tune in next week. We've got an incredible lineup of Rick Braun, Michael Linkton, Nick Coleon, Jeff Ryan, Jasmine Gent, and more. It's Year in Review Part 2. Happy New Year, everybody, and see you in 2021.